I don't know if it's just me, but it seems that every time you go on social media or, well, really it's just social media because nobody complains about this shit in real life. Every time you go on Twitter or something, there's always a tweet. Oh my God, once you hit 30, life is so over. Oh my God, I'm getting nearing 30. My life is going to be in shambles. Oh my God, I'm turning 30. Whatever shall I do? Now, I'm 26, but I don't feel like that. I'm excited for my 30s actually, and it's funny to me because it seems like most of the people that are just so terrified, so scared of reaching their 30s, it seems like they're in their peak in their 20s, and that's fine, to each his own really. But if you're in your peak at your 20s, that's I'm not gonna say that's sad, but you gotta work on that because I feel like for me, this is just my perspective. If you don't like it, click off the fucking video. But this is from my perspective. I feel like your 20s are for finding yourself. You're still learning yourself. You're still trying to figure out what your purpose in life is. You're still trying to figure out what the future holds. And I feel like your 20s are like that stepping stone, if you feel me. I know a bunch of you are gonna agree with me, hopefully, but well, not even hopefully. If you agree, you agree. If not, I don't give a fuck. But I feel like your 20s are for finding your true self. You're still learning who you are, what you like, what you don't like, who your friends are, who your friends aren't. Your 20s are for your world building, the stepping stones until you enter that real world. And really, you're really in the world. I can't even talk. You're really in the real world in your 20s, but it's like the training wheels. Yeah, no. It's the training wheel phase, but you have one training wheel on, even though you really shouldn't be riding a bike with just one training wheel. But it's the training wheel phase of your life, but just with one wheel. The other one got taken off once you turned 18, 19-ish, but like once you enter your 20s, you're riding with one wheel, pretty much. That's really what it is, in my opinion. And like, because we're all different human beings, typically in your 20s, you start to phase off into that independent phase to where you're probably living on your own, like late 20s. Like I said, some people start off at 18. Some people get that jump where they're living on their own by a certain age. But typically by your late 20s, easing into your 30s, that's when you start to become more independent. And I feel like a lot of people say life is over when they hit 30s because they're scared of that independency. A lot of people rely on their parents or just someone to help them get through life. And I feel like they're just scared of that, being independent. But I feel like it's easier said than done. Once you're independent, you're handling your own bills, you got your own place. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's easier said than done, but here comes this guy. Hey man, it's not easier said than done, but I feel like that's what really scares people, like the Red Scare, like during World War or after World War II, the Red Scare, people were scared. I feel like that's what it is. People are just scared to be independent, and there's nothing wrong with that, but eventually you gotta learn to be independent, whether you like it or not. That's just how life is. You're gonna have kids one day, and you're gonna take care of your kids until a certain age, and eventually you're gonna get tired of them. You're gonna say, hey man, look, you gotta grow up. You gotta start paying your own shit. I know you don't want to, but that's life, and so on and so on. Your kids are gonna have kids. Your kids are gonna have kids, and so on. It's just a cycle of life, and that's how it's gonna always be. That's how it always was since the fucking ancient days. That's how it's gonna always be. Eventually, you are going to have to be independent, and for people to say that they're scared of their 30s, it's cooked. It's cooked. And honestly, if you want to have an age range where you say life is over, I'd probably say, well, not even this, but I'm just saying, I'm just throwing an age out there. I'd probably say your 60s, 70s, because that's when you're, by that time you should be retired. I said retired. Like, people want to work nowadays, but typically that's like when you can retire and start living off Social Security and everything. You're getting a retirement check, Social Security. So pretty much you have all the free time in the world, unless you just want to keep working. To each his own, but that's when you can start traveling, because what time is it? Oh, it's 12, it's 1 o'clock. Maybe I should go to the Bahamas or something at that age, because my grandma, she's always on the fucking cruise. Every time. Hold on. Sorry about that. I should do this every time I begin a video. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I had a phone call. I'm sorry, but where was I? Oh yes, talking about my grandma. She's 90. It's a blessing. She can still drive. She can still get around and everything. Obviously, she has health issues, but for her, just think about it. A lot of people, when they turn 90, really 80, 70, they start getting these health issues. They can't drive, they can't do this, they can't do that, but she's still doing her thing. She's going out to bingo night. She's going to church. It's a blessing, really. She's 90 something years old, but she's still able to go on these cruises, go on these trips, and she's got all the time in the fucking world. You know, that's the goal in life. That's where you want to be at in life. Just, you could wake up, I want to go to the Bahamas, go to the Bahamas. I want to go to London, go to London. I want to go to Mexico, you go to Mexico and shit. So I mean, that's just, I feel like if you want to say life is over, it's about 67, not even 60. I'm going to say 70, 80, 90. That's when you could say life is officially over, when you get to that age range. But it's not really even over because, like I said, you're at the end of your life cycle, obviously, because you're old. But I feel like that's when you can really, what's the word I'm looking for? That's when you can really exonerate life, if that makes sense. I feel like a lot of people just want to be young forever, and though that does sound nice, like just being 20 forever or something, that can't, I mean, just, it's not realistic, man. Even if you could be put in like a cryostasis to remain that age forever, it's not forever, because eventually you're gonna have to come out of that cryo and your body's gonna age. I just feel like that's not a fun life if you're just one age, or not one age, but like within your 20s for like forever. I feel like that's not fun because you don't get to experience what it's like being 30, 40, 50, 60 and all that stuff. I feel like it's nothing to be worried about. I mean, yeah, obviously you're gonna have scary moments in life when you realize, holy shit, this is the real deal, I'm really lit. But I mean, that's just what comes with this thing called life, man. I mean, you can't be scared. You just gotta go with the flow. You gotta live each and every day to the fullest. I mean, obviously be smart in how you're living life, but you only get one chance, man. You get one chance in life. Just don't be scared. I mean, who wants to live scared all the time? Like, come on, you can't be scared 24/7. That just, you're not gonna have fun, you feel me? So to be scared of your 30s, really 40, really not even just scared of your 30s, really, they just say that because, you know, 30 is unk age for some reason too. I'm 26 and people call me unk. I'm confused on how that's unk, but I mean, it ain't a bad thing. But I mean, 26 unk, where's the correlation? There's no correlation. I mean, if anything, if you want to, when you hit 40, if you want to say 40 is unk, okay, even that's not unk in my opinion. But 26 being unk is crazy. I mean, I feel like a lot of people on social media, it'd be a lot of kids on there too, so they just automatically say unk. They call it anything. I've seen somebody 19 get called unk. Like, are we serious? 19 unk? But that's just the thing, man. I mean, you're going to get old. This is a message to you. If you're scared, if you're watching this video and you're scared of aging, it's going to happen. There is no such thing as a cryostasis. That'll never be a thing. Imagine, I bite my words. I'm gonna eat my words. Imagine one day cryostasis is a thing, but even if it is, you're probably gonna need a fucking $1 billion to participate in that program anyway. But back to you. If you're scared of turning old, it's a way of life. It's going to happen. There's no way you could prevent it. There's no medication you can take to prevent you from aging. There is no de-aging. There's de-aging cream that you can put on your face and all that stuff, but your body is still going to age. Yeah, you might alter your look. You can get facial surgery, body surgery, or whatever. You are going to get old. There is no way of avoiding it. It's inevitable, whether you like it or not. Personally, I feel like your 30s are probably your prime. 30s, 40s are probably, maybe 50, but really 30s, 40s, I feel like that's really like the prime age, like the prime moment to your life. Because I feel like that's when you're, you know, independent. More than likely, when it comes to jobs, jobs, nowadays, this generation, but I feel like when it comes to jobs, you're really at like a high job, whether it's like in the business field. I feel like whatever field that you went to college in, if you went to college, I feel like that's when you're really deep in that field that you studied. By that time, by your 30s, 40s, you probably graduated college, if not wrapping up graduating. But typically, you probably done graduated already. Maybe your first year, maybe. But yeah, about typically. I mean, statistically, even though I didn't look up the stats, I'm just going off of, you know, what I see and everything. But I feel like, yeah, that's about the age range to where you're in your career field, really just working in your career field. I mean, whether you do other stuff on the side, I mean, it's all on you. But I feel like that's when you're really bringing in heavy money too. Whatever job you're in, you're reeling in that money. You're paying your bills. You're making investments and all that stuff. That's when I feel like you're really in the prime stages of your life. Yeah, like I said, 30, about 30, 40, maybe 50, because that's when you're like on that decline. You're on that hill going down in life. But 30s, 40s, I feel like that's the prime life. You might meet, you know, the love of your life if you haven't already in your 20s. You might have a kid in your 30s, 40s if you haven't in your 20s already. You know, I feel like it's prime life. Even though I'm 26, I got a couple more years before I enter that final stage. I feel like that's when you're really like in the big leagues, you know. Your 20s, you're in like, you know, I was about to say, no, wait, I'm tripping. NCAA, yeah, that's when you're in the NCAA. But then, like, once you go to the NBA and NFL, I feel like that's in your 30s, 40s. The NFL, NBA, NFL, MLB. I forgot what college baseball is called. I mean, I'm probably sounding so stupid right now, but I don't really watch baseball like that, so I don't know. But that's when you're in the big leagues. You're in the pro leagues in your 30s, 40s. No more small little boy shit. You're in the big game now. It's time to go hard or go home. You feel me? I feel like that's what people are scared of. Me personally, I'm super, 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 super excited for my 30s because I'm having a ball in my 20s right now. You know, I'm pretty much finding out who I am, you know, what my purpose is. You know, I've got a grip on it. I'm pretty confident in what my purpose is in life, and I can't wait to share it with, you know, my older years in life. I'm excited. But I'm not getting too focused on that too, because live for right now. You don't want to plan your life too far ahead, because I know a lot of people that do this, and unfortunately, you know, anything could happen. You cannot wake up tomorrow. You could get in an accident. You could get a disease and just die, like, without reaching your full potential, you know. So don't get too stuck on the future. Like, obviously worry about your future, but not too much. You don't want to just worry about it to where you're holding yourself back today and not doing what you want to do today because you're too worried about your future. Because again, like I've always said, you only get one chance at this thing called life. So don't live for the future too much. Live for right now. Right now, excuse me. Right now is what's important. You know, you don't want to just hold yourself back and not be able to do something because you're just too worried about the future, you know. Like I said, I'm super excited for my 30s, man. I'm this life thing, it's been great, you know. This life thing, it's very fun, you know. Body's healthy, mentally I believe I'm healthy, you know. I don't ever get like depressive episodes, you know. Like I said, when I made the jerking off video, when I made the masturbation video, excuse me, not jerking off, I gotta use the technical term. When I made the masturbation video, I wasn't depressed then, but like I talked about like how in that video I talked about how, you know, niggas will masturbate, you know, because they're depressed, you know. So I feel like a lot of people, they get caught up in this depressive episode, and to each his own, you know, how you handle that, to each his own, you know. We're human beings, we all have different methods of handling depression, and if you're going through depression watching this, I wish the best for you. I can't even talk, bro. I'm getting so tongue-tied right now. I'm getting so tongue-tied. I had like 2 apples this morning, so, well, I'm saying this morning. What time? It's like 3 something recording this right now, but yeah, I'm up right now, you know. I got my tech suit on, Nike tech suit, you see it. We go tech boys. Nice little tech suit. But yeah, man, back to my little inspiration rant to you going through depression. Real talk, like no memes, no talk or anything. If you're going through depression, man, don't give up. It might be easier said than done, but keep fighting. I'm sure you have people that rely on you, people that want to see you win, people that want to see you beat it. Don't do the unthinkable. Not gonna say too much, you know, just don't do the unthinkable. Like, no jokes, this is real shit. I know I joke a lot, but this is real talk right now. Just keep fighting. Again, it's easier said than done, but don't give up. You will get through it. This is gonna close out this video. So basically, the main thesis, the main summary of this video is, if you're scared of aging, don't be. That's what comes with this beauty of the beast called life. It's going to happen. Just keep fighting. Well, not even keep fighting, really. Now I'm just saying shit, but just don't be scared. I mean, you are going to get old. Whether you like it or not, you are going to get old. There's no such thing as just not aging. You will age, and you gotta face your fears eventually. If you're not scared of nothing but getting old, you gotta face your fears. Fade from Valorant. Face your fear. You feel me? Like, you gotta. It's going to happen. It's gonna happen, man. You need to boss up and stop being a bitch. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get old, man. As always, thank you for watching. Even if you just skip through it, if you don't watch all. Every time I post a video, if you don't watch the full video, even if you just click on it or go to the end or whatnot, I appreciate it, man. Very thankful. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for you all that watch these videos. I'm thankful for, there's a lot I'm thankful for. I can make a whole video on that, but I don't know, I might in the future. But again, thank you. Typical, not typical. I said I'm done doing that typical YouTuber shit, but basically, If you're watching this while eating, having sex, laid up with somebody, at work, eating breakfast, dinner, lunch, brunch, goddamn. Yeah, man, thank you. You know, at night when you're in bed just doom scrolling, you know, if you're watching this video, I appreciate it, man. And until the next video, you know, I appreciate y'all. Until the next video. Thank you.